All right, Coach, let's start talking about last week at West Lib. You guys didn't start out as well as you would have liked, but your team has shown that they're a good second half team for the most part, and they made a nice comeback. Tell me your thoughts on the game.
Well, like you said, we didn't start off well offensively. I thought our defense played pretty decent early. We get, once again, I think penalties and big plays really cost us some opportunities to keep field position and give West Lib a chance to score early on in the game. And we really were hurting ourselves a lot more than they were doing much to us. And that's kind of been the reoccurring theme, for the last 3 weeks has been penalties and big plays on both sides of the ball.
When you prepare all week for a quarterback like Conwell, and he goes down very early, whereas, sure, you're facing a backup and a guy who doesn't get all the practice reps, but it's a different look than you're used to seeing. How did your team adjust to a quarterback they didn't exactly prepare for?
I think that we kept the same game plan for the most part. It was just the threat of him pulling it down and running wasn't necessarily there as bad as it had been with him in. But overall defensively, I thought we played pretty decent. I thought that, like I said, other than the big plays and penalties, I thought that we were aggressive and we were in position to make plays pretty much all night long.
As has been the case pretty much all year, Quincy and Marcus both had just really, stat-wise at least, tremendous games. Talk to me about their impact in that game and helping fuel that comeback you guys had.
Well, they're disciplined and they play hard and they do what they're coached, and they're very consistent on the field. They don't. Whenever our guys are consistently doing their job, they're going to be successful if they do it the right way. And those two guys are perfect examples of that. They're always doing, or in the spot they should be, doing what they should be doing, and they're making plays whenever they get the shot.
Kind of building off consistency, Cooper Hibbs is traditionally a very, very consistent player, but he had some missteps in the beginning of the West Liberty game. How did you think he responded to two uncharacteristic interceptions from him?
Yeah, I thought he stepped up, and he kept playing. He never got down, and of course he's disappointed the way he played. We all are, but Cooper will bounce back. We're not really as concerned about it as some people may be. I think a couple of those weren't totally on him. And he was trying to make a play on a couple of them, and we just got to do better around him, and he's got to make better decisions whenever we put it on him.
Kind of moving up to this week now. You play on a Thursday, but you don't really have a short week since you didn't play Friday, Saturday. How's preparation been going for your team? How are the guys responding and getting ready for AB?
It's a lot slower than last week. Obviously, we had 4 days to prep last week, so it's been we got another day or two of practice, which has been good. But we're not 100% sure what we're going to get out of AB because we've never played them before, and B, we don't think we're seeing everything on film just yet. I think that they're a lot better than what they've shown. I think that they have more kind of in their tank than what they put out there. So it's been good to get another extra day or two of practice to kind of prepare for some stuff, and I think going down there is going to be a big challenge. Go on the road down there. They're a pretty good football team, and be on national television should be a good atmosphere and should be a lot of fun.
Building off that a little bit, I don't know what experience in the history of Fairmont State you guys have playing a team that has a win against a Division I opponent this year. How excited are the guys, where you mentioned national TV on ESPN3, and then just playing a team that has a D1 win this year? Are they getting up and extra excited to play this out of conference or anything?
Well, I think we're always excited to play. We haven't really talked a lot about the fact that they beat Robert Morris. I think that we're more focused on taking care of what we're supposed to be taking care of, and that's really preparing for what we expect and what we think we're going to see. Anytime you get to play on national television and ESPN, it's a big deal. So that's definitely important to us, and our guys will be up. Hopefully, they're up just like they are any other game. We're not doing anything special as far as creating a different atmosphere or different expectation. We're going to go in the same way to prepare to win and be able to compete for 4 quarters.
With having a lot of guys from out of state, whether it's Fabian from Miami or these other guys from Maryland and where they're from, how exciting is it for them to get to play on national TV? Fans are going to get to see them maybe that wouldn't otherwise, a little increased exposure for the program. How is that exciting and a nice challenge for your guys?
I guess you kind of said it. Those guys from a long way away have a chance to play in front of their families, and to give them a chance to see them on TV and I'm sure they're excited about it. I'm sure that it's a good opportunity for their parents and for alumni in those areas as well to watch us and kind of see what we're doing. But like I said, I think those guys are really just approaching it as another game. I think that they know the importance of it, whether it's on TV or not. I think they understand that it's very important to play well, especially down there against a good team. So it'll be fun. It's a good thing for our institution, for our players, but we're not really harping on it a lot. We just want to go down there and play well.
Is this the closest away game that you guys have? Is there anyone you could play that's less of a trip?
Yeah, I think either AB or Wesleyan are probably the two closest games.
Playing an out-of-conference team obviously brings some different challenges. Mountain East Conference teams, you see them a lot. You know their history, and the film you watch is against common opponents. What extra challenges come in to play against an AB team that beat Robert Morris and beat University of Faith, but you have no common opponents? You don't.
Right.
You haven't seen who they've played or what they're up against.
Yeah, I think we handle it probably the same as we handle it each week, and that's focus more on us, focus more on what we're trying to do and how we're playing, and whether they come out and they run the single wing or their spread. If you take care of your responsibility and you're sound and you play hard, good things usually happen. It's kind of the same approach we're taking. Like I said, like you said, we don't have any common opponents, so. And we were watching 3 games from this year that we're not really sure that that's everything out there. So we're just really preparing to be sound and basic and just go out there and play hard.